What's up, everyone? It's Dia, and we're gonna roll through a really quick upper body mobility session. So meet me on your mats, and let's get started. So I'm laying on my back. My feet are as wide as my mat. My arms come up into this goalpost position. 90-degree bend at the elbows. Those elbows are in line with my shoulders. Now my legs fall towards the right, and then I lift them all the way up and let them fall to the left. Now you're just moving through this, alternating side to side. Every time those knees come down, we're trying to get them to the floor. They don't have to touch, but that's just the direction we want to think about going. Just creating a little bit of space at that lower back. Now we're gonna finish it off. And then we'll come toward our bow and arrow. So let's roll to our right side body. My right arm is long, my knees are squished together, and my hips are stacked. Left hand comes on top. Now it's called bow and arrow because it looks kind of like we're drawing a bow and arrow. So slide the left arm forward, and then start to slide the left arm across the right. As the hand comes to the chest, shoulder blades pull together. We squeeze the knees together as we open to a twist. Inhale, coming out to unwind. Exhale, sliding to twist. So as we move through this, I want you to keep in mind that we really want to keep those knees squeezed together so that top knee isn't sliding back as we open. And I want you to keep a strong connection with the right hand to the earth as we are working that right lat here. And we're going 2 more reps. Let's go 1 more rep. Nice. All right, you're gonna roll directly over to the other side, and we'll do this on the left. I'm just flipping over. So when you find that left side body, left arm is straight, knees squeezed together, hips are stacked. That right hand lays on top. Once again, think about drawing a bow and arrow. We'll slide that right arm across the left. When the hand gets to the chest, shoulder blades squeeze back as we open to that twist. Knees stay squeezed together, and on the inhale, we unwind. So when we have a strong intention through the lower body, we're able to localize this twist through the T-spine. Right, a lot of us like to come out of alignment so we feel like we're going deeper. Right? And that's not gonna help us with our mobility goals, unfortunately. Let's go last 2 reps. Last one here. Nice. All right, coming into a reach and rotate. So I'm coming back to my right side body. You can do the same. Now the setup's a little funny, but I'll guide you through. So my right elbow's under my right shoulder. My hips and knees are stacked. Now I'm taking my top leg, my left leg, and I'm sliding it back so my knee is in line with the hip bone. And just my right heel kind of locks it in. Now I want you to really engage through that right lat, right shoulder. So notice how I'm kind of touching my side body here. I'm like, okay, I feel that muscle nice and tight. And we want to maintain that. So inhale, arm reaches all the way up. Arm reaches all the way out. And then exhale, find a little rotation, almost like you're kind of shining your shoulders to the forearm. We're gonna move through that a few times. Now we're trying to keep those hips nice and stacked up. Strong press through that elbow and forearm to the earth. And then rotate right through the spine. Last one here. All right. When you're all done, let's switch it over to the other side. Or perhaps you're rolling over here like I am, and we can set up together. So left elbow under left shoulder, hips and knees stacked. Now take that top leg or the right leg and slide it back and just lock in with the left heel. Little touch through the left side body to make sure we're nice and engaged, almost like you're bringing the ribs toward the sky. And then we'll start to reach all the way up, all the way out and then rotate like you're shining the heart to the forearm. Nice big inhale to unwind, to reach. Nice big exhale to rotate. So I'm keeping my glutes nice and tight, trying to breathe through my belly. I'm trying to find some longer, deeper cycles of breath here. Last two. Last one. Beautiful. All right, as you complete that, you can make your way onto your belly. So we're coming into some Cobra crunches here. So once you arrive to the belly, tops of the feet press to the mat, elbows point towards the back wall, and hands are under shoulders. Chin slightly tucks to chest, and with an exhale, we'll lift that chest up, engaging the spine. With that inhale, we lower down. Just finding a bit of spinal extension here. Now my hands are working as support, but I am trying to really engage the spine, lifting myself up as high as I can. And then once again, using those hands for just a little bit of support. And we're going for 3. I guess what I'm saying is no need to push yourself all the way up. 2. All right, last one. Beautiful. All right, let the chest come down. The same style of movement. This time we're taking the hands off the mat. I like to keep my hands flat, but some people like to tend their fingers. So feel free to do either. Lifting my chest up. What I want you to do is take a shoulder, slide it to the midline of your mat till you feel a nice big stretch. And straighten the arms and switch it over to the other side. So you can move through this as fast or as slow as your breath dictates. But we are keeping the glutes nice and tight, keeping that belly nice and engaged. And just finding a lovely stretch to the front of the shoulders, a little bit more mobility through our spine. This one always feels so good. Let's go one more each side. All right, when you're done, coming back through center and then lowering yourself back down to the mat. Hands under shoulders, rise up to your quadruped position, hands and knees. Let's do a few cat-cows here. All right, arching the back, gazing up. And then exhale, rounding the spine, pulling that tailbone under, drawing the nose to the knee, or the nose to the pelvis. I guess the knees works too. Inhale to arch. And then exhale to round. Now you could keep doing that variation. You could also try a few in more of a segmented variation. So once I get to my arched position, I'm gonna stay arched, but I'm gonna try to round from my tailbone. So kind of scooping that tailbone under and then letting that arch start to wave up the spine. Now, once you arrive in that arch, same thing, stay in the arch and then, or the round, and then let that arch start to come up the spine. All right, now we're arched. Start through the tailbone, let that rounding come up the spine. I know it's a little bit tougher. All right, so we're moving slow and sure. Now that we're rounded, let that arch start to come up the spine, moving from the tailbone, letting it come all the way up, slow but sure. Love it. Let's do one more like that. Round it out from the tailbone. Nice and slow. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just finding a bit more intention. Last one, move from the tailbone. Gaze up, big breath in. And exhale, find your neutral. Fingers spread nice and wide. Just 5 reps of our scapula push-ups and you're all done. So we want you to take those shoulders and pull them back. So shoulder blades pull together. And exhale, shoulder blades slide apart. That's 1. Shoulder blades pull together. Slide them apart. That's 2. 3. Almost there. Shoulder blades slide together in the inhale. Exhale, sliding them apart. Last one, pull them together. And then slide them apart. Hold there for 3. Upper back is nice and puffed. 2, we're gripping the earth. And 1, let it go. All right, my friends, thank you so much for joining me for a quick upper body mobility session. And I will see you for the next one.